this one is a new one from the Abstract collection. It has a combination of wool and silk. We use, for example, 2-ply silk, 1-ply wool in one thread. So, for example, here we are using 66% silk and 33% wool. And this kind of combinations are used throughout the rug. And I particularly like the blue color. It's very fresh. It's very beautiful. It's like a blue sky. So I really like the color. And then another piece that is new is from our ancient collection.
Yeah.
What is new about it is not only the design, but the fact that we sandblast these carpets. It's a new technique. They're already trying to copy us, but it took us around a year and a half to get the technique perfectionized, because the thing is, if you sandblast it too hard, the carpet is destroyed.
How do you think, how often should you buy a carpet? I mean, or you're just buying the one for life?
Our rugs, if you use them in a normal way, will last at least, I would say, 25 years.
Okay.
That's exactly why I always try to create designs that are timeless, that are not too crazy in color or too much in your face, so that in 20 years' time it will still be beautiful, because the design and color is timeless. This is the first hand-knotted carpet in the world where we have woven gold thread in it. It took us a long time to get the right tension on the thread for it to be strong enough to use in the weave. So that is a real novelty. And next year we want to show more. We are going to use silver threads, bronze threads, and modern designs also. This is a more classic pattern, but we are going to make also modern designs with it.
What is the most difficult carpet that Thibault Van Renne ever done?
It's a carpet based on a Russian designer that is a design with a lot of flowers and most of all a lot of colors. We are using more than 45 different colors and has a very high finesse and knotting quality of almost 500,000 knots per square meter in pure silk, and it has a very big size of 8.5 by 8.5 meters.
Can you tell me a little bit about the process itself? How is it going from the sketch to the real carpet?
I make first the design on Photoshop, changing it again, improving all the time, until I have an image that I really like, we really like, and then we send it to India. And after this process, the design is printed on very large papers that have the same size as the carpet itself, which are sent to the weavers with the materials. Then the weavers sit down, they look at the paper and they see the design with the different colors, and then they can follow it and weave it. So I'd say the most of time doesn't go only into the weaving, but also into the translating of the image that we like into a rug to be made. Also because when you have an image, let's say a JPEG image, a normal JPEG image, if you count the colors, it will be maybe 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 colors, but we cannot put 20,000 colors into a carpet. So we have to reduce the amount of colors, but keep the soul and the beauty of the design. Usually we can go as low as 8 colors, 10 colors, but most of the time we produce carpets that have in between 14 and 20 different colors.
Your carpets are like a lot like art. Are they supposed to be on the floor, or do you usually do you also see them on the wall? Is it a bad taste? Because in Russia it was quite a tradition to place the carpet on the.
We have certain customers that would like our rugs as a artwork on the wall. Right now I'm creating also a piece for a client, which is like an art piece purely for her wall.
Somehow different from the carpet that you create for the floors.
Yes, it's more like you could say it's more like a painting. It's more pictorial, but we also have clients that in Belgium and in Europe, more and more people build very modern houses. So it's like a flat roof. It looks more like a box. Inside the house, in this kind of shape, there is a lot of bad acoustics. Sometimes they buy a rug from us to put on the wall to help with this acoustic problem.
You said that Thibault Van Renne look. Well, can you describe me that look? What is it?
Very good question. I don't want to pin myself onto a certain kind of design because I tend to think that I'm quite free in designing.
Okay.
But it's true that after the years, I've been known for making carpets that have a certain look, and this look is, let's say, an abstract kind of background, and on top the pattern of a ancient classic carpet that I have erased and deleted some parts and put in Photoshop as a layer on top of the abstract background. And these two, playing around with the colors, can create very beautiful pieces. Some of them are here, of course, and this is the kind of look that I've gotten to be known for after the many years.
What kind of carpets do you keep in your house?
I have two carpets of my own design, two big ones. I like them to be big. For me, it's more luxury to have bigger carpets. I have one is from the immersive collection, Iceberg. I like the combination between the dark gray, blue, and pink. And then one is a visual design in it's like a charcoal background, and the pattern is in purple, with a black Italian design table on it. Looks really nice, and everybody that comes in says, "Oh wow, carpets are amazing." And I said, "Of course they're mine." But so it's because these are typical examples of carpets that if you would see them by themselves, you would say, and what kind of interior would you put that? It's special. But when you see them in the interior, you say, oh, beautiful, it's perfect. So we sometimes have to give the client some imagination of what to choose, because otherwise they would all buy just gray or beige carpets.
In Russia, everybody is now obsessed with the problem of fakes. How would you say? Is there any possibility to? Is there such a problem that people are faking the carpets?
In our kind of industry at the moment, it is a problem. We are not protected by any kind of law in terms of design, and because we make so many designs, the cost of protecting it and checking it would be too much in terms of the sales that we have. The second problem is, if they make a copy of our design in India, we cannot go to Indian courts and make a court case against them. It's just too difficult, too complicated, it's undoable. That's why from the start of my business I've always said we are going to make beautiful things, but also in the best quality with our own materials. And these kind of materials that we use cannot be copied because we make them ourselves. Even if you make a copy, you put the two next to each other, you will see a big difference in quality, in look, in shine, in beauty. You can look at it from both ways. On one way, it's a bad thing to be copied. Another way, it's a good thing, because if it's not beautiful, it's not copied. The original is always better than the copy.
How can I see the difference as a customer of the handmade rug? How can I recognize it? How can I identify it?
So you open it. I don't know, because this is a, when our carpets are very fine, so it's really, you really have to open it. But if you look closely, you see these little, you see this?
Yeah.
This is a knot. This is also a knot. They are very fine, so it's, see this one? It's also a knot. So every time you see this little, see them in the middle?
Yeah.
These are the knots. And a machine-made carpet doesn't have that. You just see the chassis and it disappears inside. Let me try again here. See them? Mm-hmm. These are the knots. On the these little balls here, little round things. These are the knots. So this is a knot, and then also you can see it. If you look, for example, this side will be more darker.
Okay.
And then if you walk by, you keep your eyes on the carpet, you will see that it turns into lighter.
It turns.
See, it turns into lighter. And when you come here, it's all light. And this is specifically for a handmade carpet. And then of course the irregularities. If you see, this is not perfectly straight, okay? So in a machine-made carpet, it would be 100% straight. But it would also be that there would not be a nice look to it.
Yeah, why is it exactly that handmade rug is better than the machine-made?
A handmade rug will always have the kind of mystery, beauty, and it's because it's handmade. What it means that because it's handmade, there are irregularities in it.